I can start. Thank you all for joining us today. It's our last meeting before we're in Orlando. We're looking forward to it. We're in a really good spot with the program and all of our logistics, so we're looking really good. So again, thank you for all of your hard work and making the program a success. We are recording, so that's good. I was gonna say hit recording just for those who couldn't make it, given we'll be doing that PowerPoint here in a minute.
Hey, Ashley,
Yeah,
can you make that like 100% instead of 87%? Thank you so much.
that better? Yeah.
Much.
So let's run through work group updates real quick here, and then I can jump into the slideshow. Tyler and Matt, do one of you want to start?
Sure, I can go ahead and start. We had our last meeting last week and everything seems to be good to go. The attendees were on the call. I had a few questions that we worked through. Matt hosted a training for the poster presenters at the end of July, which went well. And we had circulated that recording also. So yeah, I think our program's in a good spot. Just wanted to say thanks, Ashley. I don't recall a time that I've been planning this track that we've had so many changes going into the last few weeks, in the last month or so, going into a show. And Ashley's always been there, shooting me and Matt an email saying, hey, here's what happened. We could do this or this. What do you want to do? And then she does it. So I just wanted to say thanks for making that process as seamless as possible.
Thank you. Earlier, Rob?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know if Rob is. He probably can give an update, or I know that you were helping with the last meeting because I had a funeral. We met everything as you stated, Tyler. We've actually had some similar pivoting challenges. And Ashley, thank you for helping to communicate them all. Our VA and Medicare, as suspected, are still on travel bans. So we have filled the VA with local, state, and government affair updates with Maggie Balmer and Ashley White. So they have stepped in there. We made it, I believe, to the written program as well as the online. And then Medicare, so Medicare was going first, as they always like to, but now they're going second. And they're going virtually. And they're going to, hopefully, I've convinced them to post the individual emails of the presenters. So folks that have particular case questions will have a go-to as if they were in the exhibit hall and having the discussions face to face. So I wasn't thrilled about the virtual, but I really didn't want to tell them no, because they have probably pestered me 10 to 12 times since they found out they weren't traveling. So we're taking a risk on the virtual, but they're hoping to keep it super focused O&P, give us some case studies, give us some examples. So they're going to pivot their presentation knowing it's going virtually. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'll be moderating that in order to maybe have some Q&A if we have time for Q&A with them. I've already got some case examples that I can throw out there if people are not ready to ask questions virtually. And thank you, Ashley, for organizing the audio video line. I know it's always an expense and a challenge. So I'm excited about that. Everything else, we were talking about Plan B and putting an AI in there. We did not choose to do that. It became more of a sales pitchy the more I dug into it. And that's why we went back to the Medicare virtual. So for the business people, that just happened. So it happened the last 7 days. So we're moving along. I'm actually excited for the show to start because I don't need any more changes. So if you all feel the same way, I'm excited about that. So yeah, looking forward to it. I know there's a lot going on. And I have really appreciated the current marketing from AOPA to talk about all the extra events. I've been so focused on the business tracks, clinical tracks, and all the tracks that you forget the curricular that goes on. So I've really appreciated Joy and team sending those out so everybody can move in all of that. So thank you. I think that's really, I hope we see the numbers in those categories because I love the new email system that we're doing. Rob, I don't know if you're on anything else. to share. Thank you, Joanna.
Well, thank you, Kimberly. We're very excited for that track. Technical work group, and I'll ask Dennis to join with that since we're combined this year. Our programs are combined. We're excited to present to the attendees the lab, and so we're working with Niles Leonard. He's bringing in his new oven. He's bringing in some amazing equipment. Really worked with both the Podorthic and technical group to provide for our needs. And so it's just a beautiful layout. He even brought a 3D printout to our discussions. And so we're excited to roll that out. Dennis, do you want to add anything on that for our work groups?
I think I'm right with you. It's good. It's going to be a great session. I think the room setup, you've been working on that. That looks great. Our little mini lab is all high tech. I mean, all brand new stuff. So it's going to be exciting actually playing with that. So no, I think from the Podorthic part, we're ready to go.
Yes,
Looking forward to it.
We are looking forward to it. So I hope you all get a chance to stop by the lab and take a look at our lab. With that, I guess I'll pass over the call to Corey and Chad.
I don't know if Corey is on.
And Brent.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You want to take it, Corey?
Sure, yeah. So we had our last meeting
Right.
last month for the digital work group.
I just give a report on my AOPA calling and just get ready.
Hey, Kimberly,
So we had our last meeting last month. It looks like our program's in a good spot. So everything's set for the program, and we've had minimal last minute changes for the program. So that's been a good thing. Looks like we've been working on the digital showcase. We've only had 7 exhibitors sign up with it so far, and maybe 8, I think Jules said. But thank you to Jules and Ashley for sending out emails to the exhibitors to get more people signed up. And I believe they can sign up until next week. Is that right, Ashley or Jules?
To be in the program and on the sign, we'd need it by tomorrow. So if there's anybody who you think would be a good fit, please email them today. I would love to give them as much visibility as possible. Obviously, if somebody comes to us early next week, we're not going to say no. It just becomes an issue in that we don't have, say, a table tent printed for them. They're not in the program on the sign. And for the voting, that could become a challenge. But we'll make do. I'm not going to turn anyone away unless it might be difficult if we're on site and we have an addition, but we'll make it work.
To be
Okay,
clear,
great.
this is the new product thing, Corey?
It's the digital showcase. So we've been doing it. This will be the 3rd year. Is that right, Chad?
I think the
Third
fourth.
Fourth year.
Fourth year.
Yes, but it's different from the new product. that
Okay.
we're
So
Yeah.
this is that room we had last year with all the, okay, cool.
Yeah, it has all the exhibitors that have some type of digital platform or some type of digital workflow, or like even a final product that can be displayed from our case studies that we present on that. But 7 is kind of a low number for us. We've always had really good feedback from it. It's well attended. We just didn't have many exhibitors sign up this year for some reason. So and I don't know why. We'll have to figure that out for next year and see if we can promote it a little bit more, or change it up a little bit. So,
Corey, can you
Thanks,
send
Corey.
me that list? This is Brent, and I'll reach out to some of the people that I know and see if we can't get anybody today.
okay, I'll send you a list, Brent. Otherwise, everything looks good on the digital program, and yeah, we're just working to finalize the digital showcase, so we're all set, and looks like it'll be a good program.
The digital showcase now, I do think we sent out more communications this year. I am working with Jules to kind of at least identify those who participated last year, who have not participated this year, or those who've said no, and just figure out why with the gentle ask, just so that we can see what that feedback is. It could be cost of having staff stay longer. I don't know. It was super well attended last year with 100 people, and the attendees get 2 CE credits. And we have added an award in this year as well. So I feel like we've added more to it. So it is a little bit of a conundrum on why this year's been a tougher sell for us, especially given last year we did it on a Sunday and on a Saturday this year. So
No, yep.
There are other things going on Saturday afternoon. So maybe we didn't have that competition on Sunday. I don't know.
you're right. We didn't have the post show last year. I think it ended pretty much with the digital showcase. The attendance on those sessions isn't super high though. So at least compared to like our pre-show short courses we did last year. What I'm thinking is that it could be a mix of people want to head home for the rest of the weekend or are spending time in Orlando doing other things.
Disney.
But yeah, it's hard to say. It's all speculation.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's the exhibitors that are not signing up, not the attendees. We'll still have interest there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think it'll be well attended. It's just, I wish we had more exhibitors, exhibiting there, so.
Mhm.
Well,
And I think this being the 4th year in the same cases, I think as a group, we've discussed how do we evolve that. And so this year we didn't. So I think if we sort of twist how it's approached next year, I think it will come around too. That might be a similar case where people are like, well, it's the same thing over and over again. I don't know. But yeah, it has been perplexing because I've been reaching out to people and just the interest has been low.
How much does it
Or
cost
commitment.
an exhibitor to participate?
No cost.
It's free.
They just have to have an exhibit in the main hall to be able to come into the digital showcase. That's the only catch.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's free.
all right. Well, thank you, Corey and Chad and Brent. And speaking of exhibits, I don't see Russell Cannon on the call, but I don't know if Scott, you have any information?
I can actually fill in. Russ
great.
is in Sweden, so I told him I would give a little update. We had our last meeting last month. Everything is pretty much wrapped up and tied up and ready to go exhibit wise. To kind of touch a little bit on our new event this year, which is the Best in Show New Product Showcase Award. So we've had 13 exhibitors sign up to participate in this event. And just a quick reminder, these exhibitors are able to promote a new product that they've had that has been released between the end of last year's assembly and this year. There's a bunch of benefits that come along with it. They'll have a sticker in front of the booth showing that they're part of the event. Their names are listed at several locations. All the attendees will receive a booklet that showed the participants, and then, so they'll visit all of the new products. And then they'll also vote through a QR code to select what product they find to be the most innovative and best in show. So we're excited about that. The goal is to kind of grow that each year. Like I said, this year it's in the actual booth, but down the line, we would love to see a whole little area in the hall itself sectioned off for like product showcase thing. But that's it really. We are ready to go. We're really excited about the welcome reception and the food and the entertainment and the games. So just looking forward to that.
Sounds like a lot of great planning and something to look forward to. Thank you, Kelly, for the update. Women in O&P, Tanya.
Yeah, I don't know if Adrian's here, but I think we're all set. We've got
I'm here, but go on, Tanya.
we're all really excited about the giveaway thing for this year. We have a new donation for the Patty Rosebach Youth Camp. Joy got the run of show. I think we're all keyed in and set. Do we have any updates on the numbers, Ashley or Kelly, on registrations?
We were close to 115, 120. That was yesterday. We've been getting a good number of registrations and still day by day here. I'm always impressed at how late people register for the event, but I will take it.
It's because nobody looks until they're like, oh my gosh, I need all of these CEUs.
And summer's over, like they're back to like kind of their routine. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, thank you both for that update. Chad, it looks like, do you have any updates for the presenter and moderator training?
Well, Eric led the presenter training and went really well. We had some positive feedback, which I think is the first that we've had. This is the second year, I believe, we've done it, and like I said, Eric leads it, and I sort of tag along. So I thought it went very well and seamless. We had a big turnout.
Yeah, we had a ton of people.
Yeah. Well, nerve-wracking having so many people at one of those trainings. But yeah, Eric did, like I said, I'll hand over to Eric, but he did a wonderful job leading it. Do you have anything, Eric?
Yeah, no, I did a wonderful job, like Chad said. So no, it was really good. It was, I think I don't know what was different, but obviously we definitely got the word out this time, and it was very well attended. So hopefully, hopefully we see the fruits of our labor in a couple weeks here. So
yeah. And then moderator training, we had moderator training, 2 weeks ago, I believe. And it was semi-attended like always. So some of the old hats were there. And I think it went well, a couple of adjustments. And I know we Kimberly and both and I had a busy summer, so made some modifications to it. But yeah, looking forward to moderator training. Do have some new interest from people outside wanting to participate in that area. So yeah. Think it went well. Haven't been told that it's been horrible yet, but yeah, it's good.
Well, great. Thank you both so much for your fruit and for doing excellent training. And I think it really does set apart our show. So thank you both for that. Staff updates. Ashley, do you have a slideshow for us?
You're on mute, Ashley.
Thank you. I was trying to put my slideshow while talking. Let me get this ready to go.
While she's doing that, hey Corey, can you send me that list of people for the digital showcase too? We might have some integrated suppliers I could tap to see if they'll come.
I sure will. I'll send you an email.
Thanks.
Okay. I've lost y'all. There y'all are. Can y'all see the slideshow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so first off, we'll talk a little bit about arriving in Orlando. You're going to want to go to the Orlando airport. It's the MCO code if you haven't already booked your flight. Here's just some quick information on kind of where you can catch an Uber or Lyft, or they have some other variations there as well. The headquarters hotel is the Hyatt Regency Orlando. Kelly, would you say it's about a 15-minute drive on a good day in Orlando traffic, right? 15, 20? Yeah, it's not too bad. And I'm going to circulate this slideshow afterwards too, so you don't have to try to jot everything from it down. Y'all will get a copy. So we have the Hyatt Regency Orlando, where all of our sleeping room blocks are. There are a few ICW events and kind of like leadership board meetings there, but for the most part, everything is going to be across the way at the Orange County Convention Center. The Hyatt has a number of restaurants at it, so there will be those available to attendees, including a Hyatt Marketplace, which it's actually a really robust kind of grab and go place. They have coffee, Starbucks, breakfast, lunch, sandwiches, beer, wine, all the things there. They have Descend 21, which has a what do you call it? Top Golf Suite, where you can practice playing golf, and a bar down there. They have an Italian restaurant, diner. There's a lot of food there. However, if you're looking for something else, there's the point you can see on the map just down the way. There are probably 20 plus restaurants there, and a number of them are pretty good. If you came to the site visit last year, we ate at one of those. It was the Mexican restaurant we ate at, and it's a pretty nice little area. That's maybe a 5-minute walk from the hotel. We do also have food outlets in the Orange County Convention Center that will be open throughout the event, particularly on Wednesday when we have the break between manufacturer workshops, and then again on Saturday between sessions and the short or the post-show courses. So we'll have a coffee one, Boar's Head, Papa John's, and Taco Twist available throughout the week, and we'll post that schedule in the program book, and then again it will be on a sign there. And just a reminder, if you haven't registered yet, there is the code 50AVIP25 that will give you 50% off. So here's just a quick map of the Hyatt. I kind of talked a little bit about this.
Ask the
there's a
register
real-
for what?
Yeah,
What is
for the
that?
conference.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Sorry, it was a weird place as I was reading it for that point, but yes, it's for the conference. So this is kind of the main entrance, right where you see the rocks is. You'll walk in over there, and then this other entrance. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Kelly, how do you say the port? It's a French word. Port. Anyhow, this is the entrance right here by Tower 1 by the Hyatt Market, which will have our ADA van shuttle as well. And then all their meeting space, if you have any of those ICWs, is going to be down here. So there's Tower 2 kind of above Rocks, and Tower 1 kind of above the Beeline Diner here. It's a really nice property too. Here's just kind of the meeting layout of the Hyatt. I don't know that this pertains to us as much, with most of those concurrent education sessions being over at Orange County, but just wanted to provide it in case anybody needed it. Okay, and here's just kind of a quick little drawing of how you can get back and forth between the Hyatt Regency and the Orange County Convention Center. There are 3 options. The first is going out that main entrance from the check-in desk. That's over Tower 2, and that's going to be a straight crosswalk across International Drive to the West Building. All of our events are in the West Building of the Orange County Convention Center. It's a really nice stacked area. Unlike last year, you know, we kind of had the metro kind of cutting through the middle of the building. We don't have this year, so it'll be a really accessible space. So that's one way. That's probably the fastest way. The other way is to go out underneath Tower 1 by the Hyatt Market and walk across the skywalk. This is a good option if it's raining and you don't want to get wet crossing at the crosswalk over here. You can go over the covered skywalk. It will dump you in the convention center right outside WCWD. So you will need to go downstairs and then walk over to West Hall E. At the same spot where the skywalk is at the Hyatt, there will also be the ADA van shuttle for anybody who would like to take that. And that will be through some set hours that we have advertised on our website in the program book. And it will also be on a broadcast channel in our room as well. Are there any questions on any of the instructions you're getting over there? I think if you were on the trip, we did the skywalk on the way there, and I believe we took the crosswalk back. Here's just kind of the space we have at the Orange County Convention Center. For this map here, we're pretty much West Hall E, and then to your right, we're in West Hall E with the exhibit hall. West Hall F here will be our general session and some of our breakouts. We'll have breakouts in 231, 232, 230, 240. And then we have some meetings in the digital showcase, which will be up here, and the Women in O&P luncheon and some of our other special events will be here in W340. Here's an update on registration. We're at 1,537 registrations as of right before this meeting. This is on par with last year's meeting. I should say not all previous years. We are ahead of 2023, 2022, and 2021. I would say we're even slightly ahead of this time last year in terms of total numbers. There are slightly more exhibitors registered this year than we had last year. If you're looking at that ratio of exhibitors to attendees, which I'll let Kelly get into in a minute about why that might be. Our hotel block is nearly full already. So if you have not booked your hotel room or know of a friend who may have not booked their hotel room, please do so today, because it is getting really close to being completely sold out at the hotel. We do have a backup block that we just posted today. It's an overflow at the Rosen Center International Drive. And if the Hyatt block does reach completely sold out, we'll begin to promote that a little more just to make sure everybody can get a room for our event. It is our highest hotel pickup since San Diego in 2019. So that is really promising that those registration numbers will continue to rise. Are there any questions on registration right now? Hey, Brad.
Do you know
You
the
just have
breakdown
to
between,
scream.
you know the
Um,
breakdown between exhibitors and non-exhibitors?
I do. I pulled that into my KPI. Maybe Kelly can pull it up and drop it in the chat. Last year, we ended up with slightly more attendees than exhibitors. I will say exhibitors probably do register a little earlier than attendees. But Kelly can probably pull that figure. Kelly, it should be in the KPI on the tab with the attendance breakdown. Or I could do it when Kelly goes through her exhibit slides. Here's the education schedule day pattern. Again, we're switching from last year's pattern to this one, which has been, again, a challenge to switch in terms of communicating dates and things. But Tuesday will primarily be a setup day for us. We have registration opening at noon and exhibitors setup. Monday's Labor Day holiday, just so everybody's aware. So Tuesday we will really hit the ground running. The center will be closed on Monday. I don't think that affects any of you, but just wanted to let anyone know in case for some reason somebody tries to wander over there. It will be completely closed. Kelly and I will be there though on Sunday setting up so that we can really just hit the ground running on Tuesday. Wednesday we have registration, exhibitor setup. We have all the manufacturer workshops. We have 4 different sessions of those. We also have our first time attendee coffee and pastries. That will be at 7:15 in the Sunburst room. We have around 30 people signed up for that, and we'll continue to promote that. So that will be exciting to kind of invite them. They'll get to hear from Rick, Terry, and Kimberly on kind of what AOPA has to offer, what they should expect at the conference, and what it means to get involved at AOPA. So we're really excited for this new opportunity. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly posted that in the chat there. Oh, we're up for attendees. That's great. We do have the pre-show breast care course that will be taking place from 1 to 5 p.m. As a reminder, you do get credits for that, CFN credits. We are allowing those who are not registered for the conference to attend. They can pay a single rate of $100 and just attend that without attending the conference, which is a little bit unique to our event, but provides a good opportunity. I know we have at least one person going that route. And then if you are attending the event, you get a discounted rate of $50 to attend that workshop. We have our general session rehearsals, and then we have our welcome reception, which I'll talk about more later, and our presenter open house. The presenter open house is a little bit different of a format this year. We're going to be doing kind of an informal drop-in where you can test out the equipment, see what space looks like, things like that. And we've narrowed it down to about an hour. So we're excited to try this new format and see how that pans out. Are there any questions on Tuesday or Wednesday? I know I'm cruising through all this information here.
Hey, Ash, just a quick question, not to put anybody on the spot. I know that the pre-show mastectomy course is new this year, and we certainly want to do the best we can and getting registrants for that. Are there any, I know you said you had one virtual, I believe, or one non-registered person that's coming.
Yep.
Do you have any people that have pre-registered for that course already?
Yep, so we have 11 or 12 other people, I believe, who are attending the conference and attending that. So again, if you know of anybody who might be interested in how they can get the breast care portion involved in their business, this is a great opportunity for them to figure that out and get CFM credits. And it is a lower rate than what we normally charge for a workshop too, so.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's wonderful.
We're aiming for 20, so if you know of anybody, let me know. Yes,
Have
Leslie.
you guys reached out to Amona or True Life to let them know so they could get that word out?
True Life is actually hosting it, and they've been very involved with us on promoting it.
Yeah.
In fact, we did some buck slips to a bunch of the suppliers that they work with to put in the packaging. So we tried a lot of avenues, and we're hopeful. You know, we do get a lot of last minute people on site for these sorts of things too. And Tanya
Okay,
dropped a
I'll
note
check with
about
my
it.
contacts, even like at SPS and Cascade in the area, and if they have customers that either have mastectomy fitters or are have expressed an interest in potentially adding that to their business. I'll be sure to attend as well. But unless I have something else going on, which I don't have my schedule in front of me, but I'll get the word out too, and see if I can get, because I do know, and there's so many mastectomy fitters in Florida that this is a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, and this has been kind of a result too of the feedback we got last year, if you all recall, was that people missed that mastectomy track and really wanted to kind of bring it back. And this is kind of a way to do that and try to get it more integrated into our event again. And I know Kelly's found them a very prominent space in the hall for them to have their booth. We're working with them on a webinar post-conference as well to kind of follow up on all of this. So we're trying to really bring it back into the fold.
Yeah, for future years, it might be great to have a lymphedema slash breast segment, especially with the new lymphedema codes and all of that. So if I'm happy to help with that, if that's something you'd like to do in the future.
I was thinking that too, Leslie. You know, if we can expand on this, because we're trying to see how it works out with this, and hopefully there'll be a building interest, so we can definitely expand to do more education like that. So I think that would be super helpful.
Why don't we certainly target that for Las Vegas? I think, Leslie, I think adding in the lymphedema component will certainly attract a broader audience. So I think that would be monumental for the growth of that new launch. So thanks for that recommendation for sure.
Yeah, I think, the clinical is always really important, but also the business side of it and how you can integrate it, how, train your staff, how to do it in a way that you can make money at it and not lose money. Cause that's always been the problem is, well, we lose money, but I know that Tanya's done it successfully. I've done it successfully as well. And even targeting business owners that, hey, this is a great community outreach and a way to serve your community and not lose money. So I'm happy to help develop that in Tanya, and I'm sure we can do that together for next year. So thanks. Sorry for interrupting. That's definitely been mastectomy fitter for 30 years. So definitely a passion. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Tanya, Brad, and Joanna for helping launch this. I know a lot of thought and hard work went into getting this off the ground. So we're hopeful to see a good number of people there. And I think we're on the right track for it. So thank you all.
And just a shout out to our supplier partners, manufacturer partners, Cascade, SPS, Pell, and some of the others have stepped up and done some digital things and some buck slips, like you said. So just kudos to them and those folks. So thank you.
Thanks, Brad. Moving on to Thursday, this is the day when we kick off our Shine on O&P, and Brad will be our MC for that. We're very pleased to have 5 different groups speaking. We have Abigail and her mom who will be there. She's a scoliosis patient. We have we have a cranial patient with Jackson, and his mom will be coming from Atlanta along with their practitioner and somebody from Ortho America for the helmet. We have Aaron Holm, Lucas Crisanti, and Bob Tillages. We also have, I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. I think it's on another slide for what it's worth.
Hannah from Erie,
Yep,
I believe,
we have
right?
Hannah, and she'll be with Abigail and her mom. We have Caleb Cohen. He is an athlete and I think he's a veteran as well. And he'll be there with Bill Conroy from Veteran Affairs. And then we have Rebecca Dene and Kara from Gainesville. So we have a really big group here, and it's going to be really exciting. We're excited to see this vision that Brad presented us with last fall come to life here. So it should be pretty exciting. And I know Joy has spent a lot of time on the script, and it's looking really good. So thank you to everybody whose thoughts and work went into this.
I was sad to hear that the smoke machine and the lasers we didn't have the budget for. So, I mean, I'll do the best I can.
We can all bring flashlights, Brad.
That's it.
You're tempting me to go buy one of those like Amazon fog machines, just put it right in front of you.
my Nacho Libre mask.
So
Brad, sorry that the grinder needs 220 volts.
Yeah, that's all right, Doc. We'll figure it out.
We also kick off our concurrent education at 10:30 on this day. Our exhibit hall is open all day. We have our lab, which Brad's been involved in, and that kicks off as well with all the other concurrent sessions going on. We have that new break we decided on from 3:30 to 4. So it'll be interesting to see how that break goes, kind of giving them a half hour instead of 15 minutes to do the exhibit hall or whatever else it might be. Just kind of getting a pulse on how that goes. We have our So Everybody Can Move. They're doing a leadership event earlier in the day, but then they're hosting their activation celebration in the evening from 6:30 to 9. You can still sign up for that. If you're interested and haven't, let me know, and I can happy to get that link over to you. Should be a good event. They have a very robust program plan for it, so we're excited about that. We also have our poster showcase from 5:30 to 6:30 in the hall, along with our research mixer. Our research mixer has over 30 people registered, so that's really exciting as well. Again, if I'm saying any of these events and you still want to sign up, but you've already registered, just email me, or if you have a colleague that wants to, you can email us. We have a form where we can still add this on for you. And of course, if there's space available, we can always add them on site at the registration desk as well. So that's Thursday in a nutshell. Friday, we have registration, exhibits, concurrent education again. We have our general session of the Trained Heart Award lectures. We have our Women in O&P 10-year anniversary luncheon. So that's a really exciting event to have this year. We have a group of high schoolers coming in around 50 to 100. We had a last minute dropout, so we're trying to secure the rest of the students back in. We'll at least have 50. And they're going to be doing some program content from ABC, AOPA, NCOPE, and IIOP. And they'll also go around the exhibit hall and visit some of our exhibitors as well. So it's going to be an exciting day for them. It's nice to bring in some of the students to kind of show them what we do and show them what a career in O&P might look like. We are also doing our International Attendee Coffee break that afternoon as well. We are asking for RSVPs just to kind of get a good gauge on how many people are coming to that. On Saturday, we have registration. We have our annual member meeting and awards, and then we do concurrent education at 9:15, at 11, and then I think there are business and clinical are doing a 1 o'clock session as well. We have the digital showcase from 11 to 1, and then we have 3 post-show workshops from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. Are there any questions on the schedule and day pattern? I'm probably going to cover some of these topics on the next slides as well, but so I just kind of wanted to recap what's new this year at the event. We have the first time attendee coffee and pastries, international coffee break, the breast care pre-show course, the Shine on O&P. There you can see all the names. And then we have the lab. We have the So Everybody Can Move lead training and activation celebration, the O&P Foundation Research Mixer, High School Day, and Best in Show, which Kelly talked about a little bit earlier, and I'm sure she'll talk about more in just a minute. That's that new award we're doing. So we have a lot of new things this year and we're very excited for it. We also have our Ask Me Anything table. We have 1 slot remaining, which I'm hopeful we will fill here soon, but here are just some of the topics and speakers that we will have on site. They will be in the exhibit hall across from the AOPA member hub during all of the exhibit hall time slots. I'm going to turn it over to Kelly for an exhibit update now.
Sure. Here's just a quick overview. All the yellows are sold. Blue is still available. So I've got 3 little booths still left to go. So it would not be crazy if somebody buys one next week. So, you know, hopefully we'll turn yellow completely. Just pointed out a few areas in here, just you can kind of see where they're at. The newly added podcast, Brent, very excited to have you back. There on the floor, and then over on the right hand side we've got the AOPA hub that Ask Me Anything that Ashley just mentioned, and then in the back is where the lunch tables, the rounds are, the lunch distribution area, and then those fun carnival games that we mentioned that will kick off on Wednesday evening. They will be there throughout the show, so you know it's all the fun just doesn't have to happen Wednesday night. The only thing that will not be there for the rest of the show is the photo booth. So make sure you, your staff, your significant others, what have you, you know, go back, have some fun, take some photos. It's gonna be a fun little area. Look for the little wavy guy in the back to kind of point you in the direction where all the fun is as well. On this floor here is kind of representing a total of 160 exhibitors. Ashley, do you want to move to the next one? The next slide. Yeah, so right now we have 160 companies that are exhibiting. Out of that 160, there are 30 first-time exhibitors, which is great. It's actually, I went back and looked last year. It's only a few more than last year. So we do tend to get quite a few first-timers. 160 is about 10 over than what we did last year, which is great, gives me faith. There's still some OMP industry companies that are still wanting to be engaged and want to participate. So kind of give you a little overview on the little chart below. Once after the pandemic, it is starting to grow back. Number of companies are starting to come back. So that is always a good sign. Any questions?
Units, I'm assuming, is a 10 by 10? Units is a 10 by 10?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. And then Ashley, do you want me to run through these? Do you want?
Voice could use a break, so go for it.
Okay. So it's just to kind of review the activities in the hall. Some of them mentioned, but Wednesday we're going to start off that Wednesday evening with the welcome reception themed rolling out the boardwalk. We've got a fun little quartet that's going to kind of kick everything off along with the ribbon cutting in the foyer area. Once the ribbon is cut, that quartet will roam throughout the exhibit hall for about a half hour. So the entertainment will continue inside of the exhibit hall. Again, there'll be a photo booth, some carnival type games, and a lot of boardwalk themed bites and food and drinks. So that should be a fun evening. Then Thursday in the exhibit hall, again, we have the Ask Me Anything, the poster showcase. We have the research mixer supporting OMP Foundation. We have, again, the podcast that we mentioned, and then Friday, basically, the Ask Me Anything will be in there as well. And then the Best in Show, which is that new product showcase that I spoke about earlier, will kind of take place during the entire time. Voting will go through the end of Friday at 3 p.m. And then at that point, we'll tally up the votes and we will make an announcement who those winners are that evening. And then as well, the winners will be announced during the general session on Saturday morning. You'll be able to notice those folks that are participating. There's an example picture there of what the floor sticker looks like. So that will be placed in front of all of the 13 participating exhibitors that are taking part in this new showcase for this year.
Awesome.
Sorry, all my keyboard and not PowerPoint are not synced timing wise here. But I think we are on the mobile app slide. Did you want to keep going with that, Kelly?
Yeah, sure. We're using the same mobile app we've done the past 2 years now, I believe. So hopefully everybody is rather used to it. Everybody will get an email the next few days. Actually, I think it's meant out next week. Maybe Joy can confirm, but we'll kind of give you instructions on how to download and what to look for the app. But once you do have the app, you can do several things. You can look at the agenda, you can set up your own schedule. You'll be able to view all the descriptions of each of the sessions, the speakers, can interact with colleagues. You can upload photos, funny events that you want to share with your colleagues. You can search for education by speakers or specific topics, and then you can also navigate the exhibit hall and mark your favorite spots or plan out what booths you want to go visit. So there will be this handy dandy download flyer there will be available at the information desk, and it will also be linked in the Know Before You Go emails that get email out to all of the registrants prior to the show.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. I'm clicking my arrow again. Go ahead.
One question, if we have that app from last year, on the phone, so we can still use that, or do we have to download it again and replace it?
You should still have what we call like the container app. You may need to update it. It may ask you to take it and read it again, but it is the main one container app that will hold each year's events in it.
Okay.
Are there any other questions about this year's assembly?
I have a question. Do we have any materials, where we as speakers, can market the show a little bit? The Academy always has these background pictures for I'm presenting or something like that. Do we have that, or shall we just use the slide templates and create our own?
No, we have those, Dr. Kannenberg. I will make sure that this group gets them. I think we sent them out a while ago, but I can appreciate those getting lost in the shuffle. So I'll get those back out to everybody.
Okay, great.
Enjoy, if there's an easily downloadable link or something, I can include it in the email reminder I have to do
Okay.
tomorrow
Yep,
for people.
I'll get you
Put
that.
slideshows and things like that.
Okay, I will do that to save emails.
I'm gonna stop sharing. I do have a couple of other non-assembly 2020 sorry, my screen went black. It's not sharing anything, right? You're all good?
Yep.
We're good.
I'll share
Nothing
the
here.
agenda now.
Actually, it's Kimberly, real quick, on that Ask Me Anything open time slot, I'm trying to fill that for you with the candidate that we declined. Can you tell me what time that slot is?
That's going to be the 1:30 to 2 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll let you know before the end of the day.
Great, thank you.
And just for maybe a note for 27, or excuse me, geez Louise, 26. Could we maybe carve out a 30-minute time slot for fabrication? I would love to put some expertise at that round table for fab.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I've been very pleased with the response this year, and it might be something we can even expand into Wednesday night too. We'll have to see how that goes. And I think another kind of consideration for the future might be CE credits as well, if they can get a half a credit for attending that. I don't know.
Sure.
We didn't look into that this year because we're still trying to get our footing in it, but it's definitely an option for next year as well to kind of look into.
Sounds great.
Are there any other assembly questions for 2025 before I jump into 2026? If you think of any, you can email me. I'm around as always, so just holler. Just a reminder for 2026, we're doing our siting meeting October 23 and 2024. We'll be in Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. I will attach the agenda in the email when I send the PowerPoint as well. But you can find the RSVP form and the calendar invite. That link will be in the agenda for y'all there too. So I know it's a really busy time, but if you have time still this month to complete that, that would be super helpful. Or if not, right when we get back from the meeting, just so I can make sure everybody has the hotel room nights they need and the hotel has the guarantees they need. Rising Stars and ONP, as some of you know, this was our new thing where we've developed an award for those who are 35 and younger who are making an impression on the ONP field. We've had an overwhelming response of, I think, 26 people, if not maybe a couple more, who have been nominated for this award. We are seeking a few people to kind of do that application review and just kind of select, I think, the top 3. We have a little flexibility if we feel that there needs to be another 1 or 2. But what they will get out of this is, 1, that recognition of being kind of a thought leader in their age group. They will get complimentary registration to the leadership event in Huntington Beach in January. That will give them an opportunity to attend the Emerging Leaders Workshop that's part of that leadership conference meeting. And then we will give them a discounted registration to the 2026 meeting as well. So it's a really neat opportunity. We had a great response. We just need a couple of volunteers to help with that. If you're interested, you can just email me. Hoping to get those reviews done probably shortly after the assembly here. That is all I have. So if there's any other questions or anything anyone has.
I
Anybody?
would just like to say thank you. All of you are a fabulous, wonderful group of volunteers for this assembly. I remember sitting in Joanna and Brad's chair, literally, and it's so exciting for me to pop into the meeting and just reminisce about all of the years and all of the work and all of the volunteers and every little detail that goes into this. So I'm just popping in to say thank you, thank you, thank you all, especially to Ashley and Kelly and Joanna and Brad for being the leaders of this incredible feat to pull this off. And it's very exciting, very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in Orlando, and I'm grateful for all your time and attention and efforts. And it's going to be a great meeting. So that's my note. Thank you all. Thank you for allowing me the moment to pop in and say hello and thank you.
Thanks, Terry. And just to echo that, I just want to, every year these, we have our committee and we have people come on and rotate off. And I just want to say, the time goes by so fast because it wasn't, last November that we were doing our site visit in Orlando, and all of a sudden, boom, here we are. So all the meetings, all the prep, the emails, the communication, the reaching out, all of that's coming into a culmination of a fantastic event. So I couldn't be prouder. And with my partner, with Joanna and the fantastic team at AOPA, I just want to extend a heartfelt thank you to everybody that's on this committee for the fine work that's been done, that's being done. And all of it will show our efforts here in a couple of weeks. So again, thank you very much to each and every single one of you. Believe me, it does not go unnoticed how much time this commitment is, and also appreciation to your employers. If you're not a business owner, respectfully, they're allowing you the time and the commitment to do this. So big shout out to them as well. So with that, unless Joanna has anything or Ashley has anything.
I just want to say thank you as well. We couldn't do it without all of you. It's a big lift, and all the time you spent reviewing and going over things and spending that time on site. We are very appreciative for all of it.
Agreed. Thank you, everyone. I think I went to Oz here. I'm turning green. So looking forward to seeing you all very, very soon. So thanks for all
aliens in Minnesota. Aliens.
I don't know. I'm going profile here.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And we look forward to seeing everybody in Orlando.
Yes. See you soon.
See you in 2 weeks.